Good. Okay. So, tell me what we are supposed to do today. Do you remember?
We discuss about greeting and introduction and information gathering.
Okay.
And we should continue
With
after that.
okay. Now let me tell you. We say we discuss something. Remember, we don't say we discuss about something. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
We say we have discussed something. We have discussed. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Some videos.
Okay. Did you watch the videos?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh, did you feel they're useful?
Yes, it's good, but I think there is some problem with videos.
Why?
For example, in one of the videos, I see the way that doctor sitting in front of the patient, the way that she's sitting in front of the patient.
Good. Okay. And
Um,
what was the problem?
they sitting in the way that not through the way that you prescribe for us in the attentive criteria.
Good. Very good. So, what else did you notice? Was there any other
And
problem?
another problem that I notice is that it's flying from one branch to another branch. For
Good.
example, in one of the video, he talks about the family history and suddenly goes back to his history.
Right. Okay.
Uh,
Good.
and when asking something about the pain, suddenly change the position to another problem and again back to the pain, for example.
Right. Okay. So, what does this mean? Basically, if we look at these criteria, what was the problem? I mean, the first thing you said was in the relationship building, and in so when in a relationship building, she is not sitting the right way. And her attitude is not respectful and attentive. Okay, so basically, she will lose some marks there. Also, it was not a structured, so she is not providing a structure. She is not following a logical course in history taking. Very good, excellent. How about the sentences that she was using? Do you think they were appropriate?
Not bad, I think. I don't know. I
Right.
think not bad. Depend on my knowledge.
Yeah, based on your knowledge, you think it was okay. Yeah, she asked a lot of questions, but did she finally make a diagnosis, or did she discuss
No,
the diagnosis? Okay,
no.
right. Okay. So how about the other video? Was there any problem with the other one?
One of the video. Uh, mm, they are she asking several questions, but not all of them related to his problem.
Okay. So,
And
um, so the questions were not focused, basically.
yes,
She was not following a correct line of questioning. Okay.
yes, yes.
Yep. Okay. Good. So that's what I want to hear. I want to say, I mean, when you look at when you watch a video, when you look at the candidate, you can pick up what mistakes they're making, and you can actually comment that this is not the right thing to do, or if there is something that you think is good, you say, okay, well, this was a good idea, so I can use the same thing. Okay. Right. So last time we talked about relationship building and um, providing. Did we talk about this ideas, concerns, expectations?
No, no,
No, we didn't. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Right. Okay. Uh, let's go and have a look at a task. Um, okay. One of the very common questions is that what if the task is telling us that um, now where is that? Role play. Patient. Okay. Yeah, this is doctor. You're a doctor. You're attending a patient. Begin with warm and friendly greetings. Answer questions that he or she might ask, and assure him or her that problems related to speaking, swallowing, breathing will go away soon, and advise him or her not to pressurize his or her vocal cords by speaking continuously. Also, let him or her know of the precautions he or she may have to take to get well soon. Okay. Um, so, one of the questions is what if the task tells us just to give information? Should we skip the information gathering and greeting part? Now, what is your answer, guys? What do you
I
think?
think we need greeting and short information gathering.
Okay. How about others? What do you think?
I agree. I think we should have normal greeting and information gathering as usual.
Okay. So, right. So if we look at this, right. Now, here we have, it says that, here in this task, it says begin with a warm and friendly greeting and answer the questions that he or she might ask, and then assure him and advise him. Now, here it doesn't mention any questioning. Do you think we have to skip questioning?
I think no.
Good. Okay.
No, because we must give information to patient based on information that we get from patient side.
Good. Okay. Now, my next question, do we have to finish all the tasks that are mentioned in the card?
As
No.
you mentioned before, no.
No. Okay. So basically, there's no mark for finishing the tasks. And what we get scores is from these: relationship building, this understanding and incorporating patient's perspective, providing structure, information gathering, information giving. Okay, but we have to make sure we get to information giving. Okay, so we need to go through the first part of the conversation, and even if 30 seconds or 1 minute, you need to give information. Make sure you do that. Okay. So we have 5 minutes, and really, each of these might take about 1 minute. Okay. Although providing structure is actually doesn't take any time. It is uh, through the conversation. So basically, we would say we have 1 minute, so that is 4 minutes, and 1 minute in the middle to share between different things. Okay, good. So this is what I mean is we have to start the consultation as always with greeting and introduction. Okay, even if it is not said or it is not mentioned in the task card. Okay, so we regardless of what it says in the task card, we have to follow this logical uh, logical format. We start with greeting and introduction and all that. Okay, and one of you said that we do the questioning very fast. Well, we always do the questioning very fast, but we don't want to skip anything or skip any information, right? Uh, so don't think that you're wasting time if it is not said in the card. No, um, that is what you are being scored. Okay, you're getting marks. Any questions? Any problems?
No, doctor.
Okay. Right. So let's go to this one. Volunteers?
Doctor, I have one question.
Yes.
As you said, we should do all the tasks, all the procedure, for example, gather information completely. Then we have only 5 minutes, and if we take, for example, 3 minutes to gather information, then what about the giving information? We haven't enough time to cover all of them completely. I think we have to do some of them in short way.
Okay. Your voice wasn't very uh,
Okay.
understandable, but what I got was that it is we don't have to or we shouldn't spend too much time on questioning. Is that right? Is that what you said?
Yes, yes, doctor. Yes,
Sorry.
yes,
Yes.
yes, doctor.
Okay. So yeah, that's what you said. I mean, if it is not mentioned in the card, then we shouldn't spend too much time. Uh, how about the others? Do you agree with this?
No.
Doctor, I mean that if we put much time, for example, in gathering information, then we couldn't give information or do completely.
Right. Okay. Uh, well, if you take a history, usually it takes 1 minute. It's not much more than that for your questions, and then you summarize, and then you start to discuss your diagnosis. It's nearly 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, so you will have a lot of time for giving information. But that is what we call providing a structure. If you don't actually gather information properly, if you don't explore patient's understanding, then you won't have any structure. So you won't score any marks for providing structure.
Mhm.
Um, and you need to question enough to make sure you understand the patient's perspective. You have to explore whatever the patient tells you. If you don't do that, then you lose this mark. You lose the marks of these. Okay. But yeah, don't worry about that sort of time because 5 minutes is okay. 5 minutes is enough for that questioning. Okay. We normally see patients in 10 minutes. We actually see patients in 10 minutes. We examine them, we prescribe, and then we take notes. And that's in 10 minutes, all of that. So you can do that. It is possible. Okay. In any case, that's a common mistake that a lot of even experienced doctors make. You shouldn't do that. Don't skip any part. Just do the conversation, do the consultation as you normally do. Even if it is not mentioned in the card. The card is just for guidance. Okay? It's just there to help you. And if basically it's the reason they give you that information is that you don't have to uh, ask too many questions, and it gives you the direction of the conversation basically. Okay.
Okay.
So any volunteers for this task?
Yes, I'm ready to be a volunteer.
Do you have this file, or should I send it to you?
What's fine?
It's I think it's a speaking test. There's 15 sets of tests. Okay. Okay, let me send it to you. Go there. Okay. This is the first task. I'll send all of them to you later. But yeah, let's deal with this one. Okay, so should I be the patient and you're the doctor?
I'm a doctor, yes, okay.
Okay,
And where I can find your file, send it to me?
in Skype here.
In the Skype, yes. MSC1 PDF?
That's right. That's the one.
Okay.
Okay, guys, do you want to be the patient? Anybody? Do you want to volunteer? No?
As a patient,
Yes.
yes, I'm volunteer.
Okay, so you're the patient. You prepare for the patient.
Okay, for
Uh,
just a minute.
So you want to prepare for 1 minute? Should I take the time?
the candidate card 1, number 1.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, let's take focus on. Ready?
Okay, I am ready.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hello. Please come and sit.
Hello, doctor.
Um, uh, how are you today?
Not good, really, doctor. I feel very bad after my operation, and I have a problem with swallowing or even speaking.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. You have a lot of pain and a lot of problem. You told me that you have a problem in swallowing. Oh, can you explain more?
Yes, doctor. As I told you, I have after our surgery, I found problem in swallowing in solid or liquid food.
Yes, I know you have a surgery on your um, mm, Adam's apple gland. Uh, After removal of this gland, you have a problem with swallowing liquid or liquid and solid food. Both of
Yes,
them you have you have problem with both of them or only with solid?
uh, to be honestly, I have a problem with both.
Both. Oh, and I think you have a lot of thirsty, and uh, I couldn't speak more. Yes.
Yes, doctor.
Okay. And you told me that you have another sign and symptoms after removal uh, surgery. Yes.
Yes, doctor. I would like to know about why I found difficulty in breathing.
Breathing
Breathing,
uh,
yes.
uh, at night or all of the day.
All of time.
All of time, yes. And do you think after your surgery you will you gradually improve your symptoms or not?
Uh, I really didn't notice it.
Okay, I'm s- I'm so sorry to hear that. And you told me that you have a problem with breathing all of the day, and you have a problem with swallowing. Yes.
Yes, doctor. Doctor, I want to know how much time it will take to get recovered.
Yes, uh, because of your operation, you have some symptoms like this, but you will have a recovery as soon as possible. But I think it will go away about 2 or 3 weeks, and it will take about 2 or 3 weeks, and I hope you will um, be better as soon as possible. Okay.
Okay, doctor. And another question: what precaution I need to take for preventing further complication?
Yes. There are some advice that you do you do better. For example, it is helpful if you uh, prevent to speak continuously, and because you need to reduce pressure on your vocal cords. Is it possible for you?
Uh, yes, doctor. I'll try it.
Okay. Uh, uh, and another caution that you will better that you must um, mm, swallow liquid or soft meal like juice or something like that. Is it possible for you to do that?
Yes, doctor. For how much time?
It's get well sooner if you do that, and if you follow my advice, you will be better as soon as possible. But it will take about 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, the time's up. Okay, right. How do you feel?
Um, I think it is so not good, not bad.
Okay, how about the others? How do you feel? Do you think it was good?
I
I
think it
think
was good, only examination.
Uh, Only examination was missing. Okay, uh,
Yes, yes.
right. Okay, but yeah, you could say, let me have a look, or let me have a look at the operation site. Valid point. Okay, well, what else? So, what was good about it?
And I think the positive point can be, for example, greeting is well, I think.
Your greeting was good. Okay.
Yes. Another thing, empathy is good.
Okay. You showed empathy.
Yes. Um, Answer to the patient's question is good.
Okay. Okay.
And time, mm, timetable is good, for example.
Time management.
Time
Okay.
management is good, for example.
Okay. Right. Okay. So what do you think you could do better?
For example, information gathering um, could be better.
Okay. So basically, what do you mean by better?
For example, I can ask, for example, some question about his operation, or, for example, when um, discharged the hospital, for example.
Yep.
Something
More
like
about the operation, the time or the date of operation, and when discharged, and okay, and if they had any infection or complications, or okay. What else do you think you could do better?
for example, um, I don't think I don't
Do,
remember that now.
okay. Do you think you had a good structure? Do you think you started with a greeting and then you asked questions, then um, you did you summarize at some point? Yeah, you did have some summarizing. You said so this is your problem.
I
Uh,
think I summarize sometimes. For
okay.
example, when speak about, for example, swallowing problem, I summarize the
Okay.
tasks.
Did you signpost?
No, I think no.
Okay. So what else do you think you could do better?
I think information gathering, information giving could be better. Yes.
Okay, information giving. Right. Okay. You did have some hesitation as well, both of you. I think when speaking, you had to think a lot, and you had to think about the questions you want to ask. Okay. Uh,
Yes.
in the middle of the sentences, also you had some hesitation. Right. Others, what do you think? Any comments
About
about this yeah, conversation, about this consultation?
about taking medication history.
Okay. Medication is that
Yes,
yes? Okay. What do you mean by medication history?
because maybe this problem in edema and problem with breathing, maybe then because of some medication. And we can ask, do you take any medication? And after your operation, and when this problem is started,
Okay.
uh,
Okay. What else?
mm, and also mm, it is constant or sometimes it's happen.
Okay.
You have
The nature. Okay.
yes.